A $1,000 investment is the first major step into the investing world for many people. The questions I normally get are, how do I invest? What are some good investments? In this video I will answer those questions to the best of my knowledge. But before we begin, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more tips on how to succeed with money. Let's get it started. Have you ever thought about investing in real estate? When you think of real estate investing, you probably think of renting a house or office space. That's the most common type of real estate investing, but not everyone wants to have the day-to-day duties of being a landlord or managing the spaces. If this is you, then you should consider putting your $1,000 in a REIT. These are trusts which allows a lot of investors to put their money into a single real estate investment. There are dozens of ways you can get started in a REIT, but the easiest is through Fundrise. With just $500, only half the money you have to invest, you can make an initial investment. You can use their starter portfolio, which will put your money into several different REITs and give you instant diversification. The fees are minimal with Fundrise. The average investor only pays about 0.40 in fees of every year. Compared to the other options out there, this is much lower. If you're looking for a quick and easy way to invest in real estate without having to manage the buildings or having your investments diminished from fees, Fundrise should be your go-to place. Pay down your debt. You might find this investment strategy surprising. But think about it for a moment. Having debt is like the opposite of having an investment. The only difference is that holding on to debt is often more costly than investments are profitable. For example, you might expect to achieve a 7% or 8% return in the stock market. With credit cards, you might pay in the double digits. Yikes! That's what makes paying down debt such a great investment idea. What you're really investing into is not having to pay lots and lots of interest. This is also why some financial gurus recommend paying down non-mortgage debt before investing for retirement. It's that important. And, $1,000 might make a big dent in your debt. But if it doesn't wipe it out, you should truly focus on paying off your debt as soon as possible. Tip: organize your debts. You may choose to organize them from lowest balance to highest balance, or from highest interest rate to lowest interest rate. The former makes sense from a behavioral standpoint and will give you some quick wins, while the later will save you the most money. If you still have good credit, then you can take out a 0% balance transfer credit card and reduce your interest for 12 to 18 months while you pay it down. High Yield Emergency Fund. If you want to make some interest with your $1,000, but cannot currently afford to lose any of it, or you need to have quick access to the money, then some sort of savings account is going to be your best option. There are tons of online high-yield savings accounts that will provide you with better interest rates than what you can get from your local bricks and mortar bank. These accounts will not get you a ton of interest, but they are FDIC insured, so now you have no chance of losing the money and you can withdraw at any time. Pick investments yourself using an online trading platform. If you're the do-it-yourself type, and you have some investing know-how, you might want to consider picking investments yourself using an online trading platform such as TD Ameritrade or E-Trade. There are many more discount brokers out there, so you might want to spend a little time researching them and seeing which discount broker is right for you. You can also use this guide in helping you choose the best online broker. Tip: if you're going to be picking investments yourself using your $1,000, you might want to pick out some exchange-traded funds, ETFs. ETFs are known for their low costs and diversification benefits. Lend to those in need and earn some interest. If you want to invest into the lives of others and earn some interest, there's a new craze that's both exciting and reasonable: peer-to-peer lending. Peer-to-peer lending is the practice of lending to borrowers through an online service whose goal it is to bring borrowers and lenders together. Lending Club is one such peer-to-peer lending service I tried out, and I found it to be very easy to use and reliable. As an investor with Lending Club, you can invest automatically using investment criteria. Alternatively, you can manually invest by browsing available loans and picking the ones you like. It's up to you. Tip: like any investment, make sure you choose notes that reflect your tolerance for risk. Some notes are riskier to invest in than others, and thankfully, you can see this information at Lending Club's website. Have a popular Robo Advisor manage your money. If you're not very skilled at investing on your own and you're hesitant to loan money out to particular people online, you might consider hiring a Robo Advisor. Robo Advisors are investment companies who create automated software designed to manage portfolios based on certain criteria. For example, when signing up for such a service, you might take a questionnaire to determine your risk tolerance level or investment goals. Robo Advisors make investment management available to the masses, since they typically have very low, or non-existent, account minimums. Additionally, many robo-advisors have slick user interfaces to help you get relevant information about your investment performance, holdings, and more in a snap. I interviewed John Stein, CEO of Betterment, a popular robo-advisor which grew from nothing to a $16+ billion investment company in just under 11 years. John believes the markets represent the success of the global economy. Overall, he expects they will improve over an extended period of time. This view is reflected in Betterment's software. It's set it and almost forget it investing. Tip: if you're ready to get a comprehensive, in-depth financial plan in place, you'd probably do better to sit down with a financial planner. If you have your strategy largely in place, try out a robo-advisor. It's worth a look. Invest in your kids' college education. Every parent wants their kids to be successful in life. One path to success is college. But, there's a problem. Can you guess what it is? College is expensive and is showing no sign of slowing down. Forbes contributor, Mike Patton, points out that college tuition has been increasing by a whopping 5.2% for the last 20 years. If you want your kids to go to college, and you aren't rolling in the dough right now, you should probably think about saving for their college education. A 529 college savings plan is a great choice, as it has tax advantages that encourage individuals to save for college. These plans are sponsored by the states, so be sure to check out your state's 529 college savings plan and see if it makes sense for you. $1,000 is a great start in one of these plans, and depositing the money in such a plan will help you get the technical details of the account worked out so you can continue to contribute. For example, you might be held back by the fear of the unknown. Making a decision to start saving for college today will make it much easier psychologically to invest tomorrow. Tip: if you're going to contribute to your children's college education, it's wise to start as early as possible. The time horizon for college is usually short, a maximum of 18 years. If you're starting when your children are older, you have even less time. I can't stress enough, start as soon as possible. You need all the time in the markets you can get. Diversify your money with ETFs. Exchange-traded funds have made it so much easier to diversify your stock investments. They work very similar to a mutual fund, in that, you make a small purchase of a whole bunch of different stocks. Where the ETFs differ is that they are traded in shares just like an individual stock would be. So you can buy much smaller pieces of the fund and get a great diversification. I know you might be thinking, it's only $1,000. Why don't I just buy some shares in my favorite company? One of the important parts of investing is to consistently practice good habits. By practicing this good habit with your $1,000 investment, you will be practicing for when you can make a $20,000 investment or hopefully a $1 million investment and be ready to keep diversifying regularly. A great place to purchase ETFs is M1 Finance. They offer over 1,300 different ETFs that you can trade for free. It really is an amazing deal for anyone wanting to buy into ETFs. Start a Roth IRA. The Roth IRA, my friends, is one of my most favorite investment vehicles. Why? Because the Roth IRA allows you to get a tax break on the money you withdraw from the plan during retirement instead of getting a tax break when you put the money in. That means you get some tax-free money. That's a good thing for many people. The other reason is you have a lot of control over your money with a Roth IRA when compared to your employer-sponsored retirement account. Those are two great reasons to start a Roth IRA. But let's not forget the main reason you should start one: it's important to save for retirement. You won't be getting a paycheck from your employer in retirement. No income. None. That's obvious, but let it soak in for a moment. You're going to have to rely on other income sources, like your fantastic Roth IRA, in order to survive. Invest in a small business idea. You have an idea that could make money. You think it is a great idea and are passionate about making it happen. Then taking your $1,000 and investing it in your idea is a great way to go. Whether it is selling items on Etsy, putting together some online courses and selling them, or some other great product or service,